So the price of Zbcn is coming down. Is it time to panic or is it time to buy the dip? Why is it even coming down to begin with? And when can we expect the next leg up? Well, you're going to find out in today's video. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. I can always be wrong, so make sure you do your own research. Now, before I get into the video, if you're looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that is interested. But getting into things, if we start off by taking a look at the crypto bubbles, we can see that we're finally experiencing a green day for the top 100 coins. The last few days has been completely miserable for these coins except for Whitecoin, which is now experiencing a correction. If we check out the fear and greed index, right now we're sitting at 64 greed. So the same as yesterday, the needle hasn't really budged, which is fine. I mean, Bitcoin is sitting at almost $106,000. We have Ethereum sitting at $2,600. So Ethereum looks like it's on the move. Ethereum is only up like less than 3% in the last 24 hours, but considering that Ethereum hasn't really done anything in the last like couple years, to me this is a big move for Ethereum. So as long as Ethereum continues to slowly move up, I think the crypto space is still, doing its thing, still moving in the right direction if you ask me. But let's get into Zbcn. Let's start off by taking a look at some very positive news. So they posted this on their X account. So our May 2025 report shows strong traction across payroll and card volumes, with partial data post-Science card acquisition now beginning to flow in. Expect even stronger numbers in the months ahead as full integration takes hold. And here's the monthly volume report that they have posted right here for you guys to take a look at on their X account. Now, if we come over to this tweet, this person says card volume up 75%. Why is this a good thing, you ask? Zbcn Network implements a buyback program for its Zbcn token, using revenue generated from its Zbcn cards and other services to purchase and remove Zbcn from circulation. This buyback program aims to reduce the token supply and increase its scarcity, potentially boosting its value. The program operates on a monthly cycle, with buybacks conducted based on monthly transaction volumes and partnership contracts. If you guys have been watching my Zbcn videos from the very beginning, we used to talk about these buybacks all the time, right? So you guys are already familiar with this. But this is just another reason to be bullish on Zbcn, even though the current price action isn't really the greatest right now. But I do have a question for you all. Have you guys been taking profits at all from Zbcn? Like, especially if you got into Zbcn a couple months back, right? Maybe even before me. Have you taken any profits off of the table? Because I always say it's a good idea to take some profits, because you never know what's going to end up happening. If you don't take profits, someone else is going to take the profits for you. And I say this like in a lot of my videos. All it takes is Donald Trump to make one tweet and send the crypto space completely crashing down. Not only Trump, all it takes is a little bit of FUD, and sometimes the FUD can spread like wildfire. People start to panic. You just never know. And I'm not talking about with Zbcn specifically, I'm talking about just any coin in crypto. You never know what could happen, so always take profits, especially if you've doubled up your money. That's what I think. I want you guys to also check this out. Another reason why I always say take profits, because you never know what could happen. Take a look at this. So this is some very sad and unfortunate news. So Plume plummets more than 10% after co-founder Eugene Shen's death. Now, it actually ended up plummeting a lot more than this, and it hasn't recovered since this ended up happening. Very tragic, very sad news there. And again, this is why we take profits, to protect our capital as much as possible. No matter how bullish you are on something, as long as you have your trading strategy. Maybe you prefer to take profits after you have 3x, 4x, whatever it is. Stick to your trading strategy and don't go outside of that, because when you go outside of that, that's at that point, that's when you get confused and things could get extremely messy for you. But getting back into Zbcn here, if we take a look at the price. So right now, the price is currently at 0.0044. It's down 27% in the last 24 hours. You check out the volume is up like 31%, but it's nothing in comparison to the way that the volume used to be. You check out the community sentiment, and you can see that 87% of people are still bullish on this thing. Matter of fact, if you come over here to the right, this person says I'm sorry, children. What part of this chart looks bearish? Don't let them fool you. This thing could rip faster than a rabbit gets. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not going to finish reading that. But yeah, you come down here. You see that still missing the Binance and the Coinbase. But some people probably want to know, why is this project coming down? Why is the coin falling right now? Should we be heading up instead? Like, should we have only been making a straight line up and never have any retracement? Well, it just doesn't work like that. There's other factors in play as well. So if, for example, we can see here that every month there's a unlock, right? So June 15th coming up, there's going to be another unlock. The percentage max supply is going to be 2.12%. And we've seen this time and time again, what happens after the unlock. Now, it's a small unlock as far as I'm concerned, but some investors, they don't like to hear the word unlock whatsoever. They pay very close attention to that stuff. And around that time, they want to make sure that they get out before the unlock happens. And that's potentially what we're seeing here. But you have to remember that Zbcn also did rally massively. But I want to show you guys something, all right? So check this out. So every 15th of the month, we do have a unlock period. So the last time that unlock period happened was back here, all right? And Zbcn just took off. Since the 15th, Zbcn, so that's the 15th of May, Zbcn just exploded, right? Some people sold, and they obviously probably regretted their decision to sell. Now, leading up to the unlock, we can see that 5 days prior, Zbcn was sitting at 0.0021, and it just started to come down because people was talking about the unlock period. I even saw it in the comment section during my Zbcn videos. People were saying, oh, we've got this unlock period, and they were looking to sell. And I was just like, I don't think it's going to get that serious. And I was right back here. Just because I was right back here doesn't mean I'm going to be right again. So make sure you guys do your own research. Don't only take my word for it. But yeah, 5 days before this unlock period happened, people sold out, and then Zbcn just exploded. So right now, people are probably looking at the same thing. They're probably like, I want to make sure I get up before everybody else. We have an unlock period happening or about to happen. And Zbcn already rallied so massively, so they decided they want to take some serious profits, and that's why we see this it's just been brutal, this massive like bunch of red candles towards the downside. It just looks brutal, right? Now, if you watched my video yesterday, I spoke about the double top, which I still have circled in right here. And I said we had never seen this before in recent history for Zbcn, because before, Zbcn will take off, make a new high, it come down for like a day, goes up again, make a new high, comes down for 24 hours, goes up again, come down for 24 hours. But what ended up right here is on May 30th, Zbcn made a high of 0.0070. It came down, but instead of going back up right away in 24 hours, it took a couple days, then it went back up and it retested the highs, and then it got rejected. And I said, a double top typically means a potential reverse is about to happen. If you guys watched my video yesterday, you would have heard me say that, right? And I said, as long as we remain above 0.0052, everything is looking good, and we broke below that. And yeah, the reversal definitely did happen. Now, some people's looking at this and thinking, okay, well, where should I get in? Where should I be looking to get into Zbcn if I don't have a position established, or if I'm looking to, add to my bags, or whatever the reason is? Well, this is what I'm going to say, okay? So recently we can see that it came down here to 0.0041. I do think that there is a scenario where we're going to at least touch this 0.0038. So this is where I would look to get another bag of Zbcn if I wanted more Zbcn in my wallet, in my portfolio, okay? So 0.0038, and then another area is right here, which I think is a better buying opportunity, 0.0033. So this area down here, I do think Zbcn can definitely retest these lows right here before it starts to make its way back up. I've told you guys this many times. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Just like Whitecoin here, like I showed you guys at the beginning, this thing had been ripping for like 3-4 days in a row, and people are FOMOing into it, and now it's decided to pull back and have its correction, just like what we're seeing with Zbcn as well. Okay, nothing goes up forever. Eventually people are going to take profits. You got to take your own profits off the table if you want to maximize the amount of money that you make in the crypto space. So yes, again, I'm going to say 0.0033. If you can get it at those lows, that's a golden opportunity in my personal opinion, but you guys have to conduct your own research. Don't only take my word for it. I always say it's good to learn TA so that you can make better and faster decisions by yourself without having to rely or depend on anybody in the crypto space. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about, which also could be a reason for the bit of a pullback, I don't know if it is, it's probably a bit of a reach, to be honest, but this meme coin that I mentioned yesterday here, you can see that, my gosh, this thing went nuts, right? So it went to 2.31 million. I think in my video yesterday it was sitting around like a 800,000 market cap, and yeah, it teared all the way up to 2.31 million, and then it came crashing all the way down to 281,000. That is a massive dump that happened here, but now it bounced back to 900,000 market cap. So this thing extremely volatile. I know some of you got into it because I saw in the comments section a couple of you said you've doubled your money and stuff like that. Again, another one, take some profits. Don't be greedy. If you don't take profits, someone else will. Matter of fact, I tweeted this yesterday, but I definitely believe it's true. I believe that most crypto investors should learn how to sell before they learn how to buy. It is extremely important to learn how to sell. If you don't know how to hit that sell button, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're bragging because you've made so much money in this one coin or this one meme coin, and then all of a sudden you came all the way back down with the ship, and your, let's say, 10x gain is now minus like 50% on your initial investment, maybe even minus 90% on your initial investment. So learn how to sell, everybody. Don't be greedy. Learn how to sell. Take those profits and wait for the dip. Buy the dip if you want to buy the dip, and wait for the next leg up. That's what I think is the best way to approach crypto on a general. I'm not only talking about Zbcn. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.